represent it right.
Dear Slim, you still ain't called her rope.
I'm over it. On to the
I ain't
next.
mad. I just think it's fucked up you don't answer fans.
He is a fan.
Hard to top that with the next story. Keith Idek.
I know.
Boxing scene. Inoue destroys Payano. Scores crushing first-round knockout. Japan's Inoue, nicknamed the Monster, knocked out Juan Carlos Payano with a crushing right hand just 70 seconds into their 12-round, 118-pound fight in Yokohama, Japan. Home of tires? That's a good joke. All right, I don't want to stop and go back and explain my jokes, but saying the fight was in Yokohama, Japan, home of tires, it's a good joke, bro. Good joke. Inoue connected with a jab before blasting Payano with a perfect straight right hand that dumped Payano flat on his back, and I can't even believe you continued this as what we were discussing as fights from last night. Really?
Yeah, it's the beginning of the World Boxing Super Series for the, bantamweight division, I believe it is. He's 17-0-15. He knocked out another person in one round, one punch. The kid's real. Probably going to be big here, crossover star here in the next few. So we're going to talk about him.
Hold on. Let me put on my Dear Stan music for the next story, because I think Jesse Vargas should be doing the Stan thing.
Poor Jesse Vargas.
So this is how it should be with the music in the background. Dear Slim, my name is Jesse. Nobody respects me. I guess I'd be racing and pacing and tasting all the weird shit. I got all excited at the weigh-in, so I threw a punch, and the guy didn't faint. So tell me, Slim, what should I do? Signed, your biggest fan, Jesse. Hey, Slim, it's Jesse again. I went and had that fight. Guess what? Nobody cared. I was hoping they'd show up to see me fight. You know what? I suffered another draw. Signed, your biggest fan, Jesse. Dear Slim, I shot myself in the fucking head so nobody would have to watch any more of my fucking fights. I hope that makes you happy. Jesse. How'd I do?
Very, very good.
Okay, if they didn't like the first one, they liked that one a lot better. So, Jesse Vargas, I followed the whole fucking thing because I followed Jesse Vargas on social media. He got all excited about his new trunk. Dear Stan, I got new trunks today. Wait, let me turn my music on. Dear Stan, Dear Slim, I got new trunks today. They came on a half-naked guy. I don't know why they do that, but they sent it on a big plastic body. Do you think the plastic is bad for the environment, Slim? I don't know, but the pants are really shiny. Signed, your biggest fan, Jesse. So then, jump to the press conference. Hold on, let me turn on my music. Dear Slim, went to the press conference in the weigh-in today. It was boring because nobody showed up. So I decided to take a swing at my opponent for some random reason. I can't even figure out why. He's a really nice guy. So I was pacing and racing and pacing and racing. Signed, your biggest fan, Jesse.
That was one of the fakest punches. You're absolutely right.
I watched the whole damn thing. I watched Jesse. Jesse tried so hard to make it.
Hey.
Dear Slim, I got to hang out with my dad today. He be training me for the fight. He threw punches and threw punches and threw punches. I'm ready, Slim. Signed, your biggest fan, Jesse.
And then they had the awkward stare down for 2 minutes where they didn't know when to turn away.
What to do. They wanted to kiss.
Hold
on, let me try that one. Dear Slim, I wanted to kiss my opponent today. His lips look so full. Like I should reach over and just stick my tongue down his throat. But that would be gay, right, Slim? Signed, your biggest fan, Jesse. Tell me that's not the funniest shit I've written on the fly, Andrew.
That was, natural. I've always said it. No.
When I'm not crying, that's when the comedy comes out. The comedy. This is why you want to go to WBKFF podcast. God, it's so fucking ponderous. I wanted to call the show The Bare Knuckle, and I actually registered thebareknuckle.com and got it all set up and said, call it The Bare Knuckle. It's easier. But aren't we the World Bare Knuckle Fighting Federation? And this is the... Okay. Whatever. Like, I know nothing about marketing whatsoever.
Yeah, I hear you.
Dear Slim, I got a draw today. Oh, I should get out of boxing and maybe become, I don't know, I'm thinking becoming a janitor. What do you think, Slim? Signed your biggest fan, Jesse.
Hey, you're almost right, though. Lee said it was going to be his last fight. His first fight on DAZN and his last fight on DAZN. He fell in love with this power. Lee, he drops him early, right? He drops him early.
Hold on.
And
Dear Andrew, how do you not know that this is going to become a regular thing on the show for a very long time? Signed your biggest fan, Lee. Okay. I'm over it now. But it's funny as fuck. That shit's funny. If we actually had animation, I would totally go back and do animation with Jesse Vargas. The whole lead up, everything he faked about this fight. How did just somebody knock him out? Holy shit, this is like the fucking guy who sells vitamins again.
Yeah, he almost lost it all last night, though. He fell in love with his power. He turns into a counter puncher. He has no, he has a right hand. He has a decent right hand, Lee, but it's not enough for him to just rely on that. And he got outworked. He almost got dropped at the, finished at the end there. Where do you go from here with your Eddie Hearn? I have no, I told you, Dulorme.
Dear Slim, my name is Eddie, and I'm getting rid of Jesse. He gets too much money. You know what I mean, right, Slim? So I'm going to take him out behind the woodshed and put a gun in his head and blow his head off. Signed, Eddie.
Hey.
What else can you do with him, man? I don't know why he keeps getting paid.
Well, we know why. He has a decent record.
Actually,
it doesn't. He has a decent record. He's an exciting fighter. But he what is this?
To everybody at the next
two
level.
Loss, 2 draws.
Everybody at the next level. Okay, if we graded fighters, okay, which we don't, I think all fighters should be graded and they should fight within their role, right? So you grade them A, B, C, and then you grade them as, Sergio Mora. That would be the D level. You could almost give them names. It's like the cutoff line. I'd like to call it the Sergio Mora line, right? So you're just lucky enough to get on a show and be better than a few other guys and get name recognition, just enough to get a fight. But every time you go beyond your line of where you could fight to, that's the end of it, right? It's the Sergio Mora line. And I am telling you this about Jesse Vargas. He should stay on the correct side of the Sergio Mora line. Like, he keeps thinking that he's a real fighter. He is not whatsoever. There's nothing about Jesse Vargas other than his positive attitude. Like, he should be doing emotional speaking sessions. That's all he should be doing.
Yeah. No,
because he sucks as a fucking boxer. But he fights better than you, Lee. Yes, he fights better than me.
No, and he has the wrong approach right now.
Honestly, if my dad started me boxing at age 2 like his dad did, which is, by the way, child abuse, if you start your kid that young, they're going to be adequate enough to get to a certain level. Jesse Vargas has gotten in the ring with certified killers, and the certified killers have all beaten him. I mean, that's the bottom line. This guy wasn't even in the certified killer category.
He's a prospect's not panning out right now. Former champ, one-time champ, but he hasn't hit that real big level yet, right? He's top 10, but really doesn't feel like it.
Which takes us to
last night did not help him at all. I don't know where you go from here. You're back to the B side. You're not even the former champ. You're the guy that barely got past Dulorme, who everyone knows is a gatekeeper, man.
Trading Andrew, this is the most time I've ever gotten talked about. Signed your biggest fan, Jesse. Nobody else is talking this much about Jesse except us. Jarrell Big Baby Miller crushes Adamek in 2 rounds. So, Big Baby Miller, who's on the slowest burn to the top ever. What is up with this Big Baby Miller exercise, right? So
not impressive.
I am trying to understand Big Baby. Okay, so he now takes on the 187-year-old Tomasz Adamek.
Yeah.
I am just completely fascinated with Big Baby Miller and this whole... Like, I'm not getting it. I'm not.
No, last night did not help Baby Miller at all. It didn't help him in the marketing side. It didn't help him in the ring.
Here's what we need to do. Luis Ortiz needs a dance partner. Let's put Big Baby in with Luis Ortiz. That'll fucking settle it. Someone's got to stay. Someone's got to go. Someone's getting voted off the island.
Eddie Hearn's just pocketing this guy. He's going to be an easy check for Joshua. If no one else steps up, you can't make a fight. Boom. There's an undefeated American that all the UK knows about because Eddie Hearn's been pumping him out there big time. Lee, if anyone watched the fight, look at, dude, Tomasz Adamek, first off, 41 years old. He looked every bit of 41. The guy's lost 6 times, been knocked out 3, did not belong in the ring last night. Baby Miller doesn't even care. He's walking through everything, dude. Feet are square. He's taking punches off the face like he doesn't care. Like, you can't do this to real heavyweights. I'm sorry. I know you think you look hard right now and, you're a big-ass, bad 300-pound heavyweight. Real guys know that's Tomasz Adamek who took a dive. Lee, I'm telling you right now, that man took a dive last night. He's not in this sport to win. He's in this sport for a check and to put butts in seats out there in Chicago. That was his only purpose last night. He takes a few punches. He was literally looking for the mat when he goes down. Then when he finds it, he's all playing the little, look how hurt I am. And he's like looking at the ref like, hey, stupid, don't you see me? I'm like falling all over the place. Ref finally is like, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to stop the fight. I mean, come on. It was a total dive job last night. Big Baby, though, you can act like you're hard and talk about Joshua and how he's scared and blah, blah, blah. I know what's going on here, Lee. He is a paycheck for Eddie and Anthony Joshua down the line. There is no future. Eddie Hearn does not go to bed at night and go, man, how big is Big Baby going to be for me? I'm sorry. You're plan B if plan A don't work for Anthony Joshua next year.
Artur Butterbean. It's Beterbiev. I know. Everybody calm down and step away from your podcast. Callum Johnson went after Artur Butterbean on Saturday night. Johnson dropped the Russian knockout artist in the second round, but his aggression against a huge puncher ultimately proved to be catastrophic. Good Lord, Keith, did you fucking swallow a thesaurus for this article? Johnson dropped the Russian knockout artist in the second round, but his aggression against a huge puncher ultimately proved to be catastrophic strategy for the British light heavyweight contender. God damn, that's one sentence. That's a long-ass sentence. The hard-hitting Butterbean knocked out Johnson in the fourth round of a fascinating slugfest on the DAZN Stream app from DePaul University in Chicago. There you go. Artur.
Russians are taking over right now. You have Khabib. Lomachenko is sitting ringside to watch Khabib destroy McGregor. You got Beterbiev, whatever you say his name, Artur. Doing it.
Beterbiev.
Yeah,
Beterbiev.
It's almost like
I like Butterbean.
It's almost like they weren't pronouncing the V at the end, though, Lee. It was really, I was trying to get, it was something like Beterbiev, something like that they were saying.
Butterbean.
He's 14-0-14, looks like it's going to be a force here at the light heavyweights. And then you have Usyk. They're the fastest undisputed champion ever in the cruiserweight division right now. He looks to be trying to make his way to the heavyweights. So they're doing pretty good right now. As far as this fight,
the
kid tried, man. Hey, that Johnson guy, he was no joke either. He comes out swinging. They're both swinging, Lee. That's why he got knocked down. The Beterbiev is not, he's not respecting the kid, even though